Okay, we'll try again, shall we? Let's see if it works this time. So I tried a live stream before and the connection just went on me altogether. I just lost the connection. So I'm here in the studio. It's the first time I've done a live in the studio, and you can probably tell because I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm back again. I can't see anybody in the room at the moment, but hopefully you'll all come back. I've got someone, I can see it's lighting up. Someone's in the room, someone likes it, hit the like button. So I tried a live stream a few minutes ago and it all went to, well, I don't know what happened. It seems as though the Wi-Fi connection wasn't strong enough and it was telling me the Wi-Fi. So I might have to get a booster. Hi Mark Hodgkin. Hi Farang Travels. Everybody's coming back now. Roberta Collins. Hi. Andrew Martin. Hi. Yeah, what I've done is I've turned the Wi-Fi off and I'm now Neil Blenkinsop. I've turned the Wi-Fi off on the phone and I'm now only using, hi Ash, I'm only using the mobile signal. Hi Mike. So we'll see if this works, shall we? Yeah, so hi Midland School. Oh, we've got quite a few more people coming on now. Hit the like button, hit thumbs up, hit the thumbs up. Astrophotography e-magazine, hi. So yeah, so I did try a live stream before and it didn't work. Hi Frank. Yeah, I don't know what happened before. It just said that the Wi-Fi signal wasn't strong enough. So I've turned it off and I'm now only using my mobile signal. So if it's, people are saying it's better, if it's a lot better than before, then I must have a problem with the Wi-Fi signal in this room, which is a bit strange because I am closer to the router than I am anywhere else in the house apart from being in the actual room, because the router is in this room back here. Image quality much better, says Frank. Duncan Letts is better now. Yeah, but I'm on mobile signal. I'm not on my Wi-Fi. Hi Wendy. Yeah, so there must be a problem with the Wi-Fi signal. So maybe I need a booster for this room. So I'll have to look into that because I've not really had a problem with the signal going down in here before. Is there anything you can get to test Wi-Fi signals? Because I'd like to test the signal and see what we're like. We've got 16 people watching, 17 likes. That's good. Hi 1234. Move the router to this room. Yeah, well, it's not that easy really because the cable comes in there and the cable is that really thick cable that you can't bend, and it's really difficult to move it. It wouldn't be easy to move it into this room. I don't think it would. I might try placing it more in the open rather than behind the printer. Netgear Nighthawk is fantastic as getting weak internet. It's an app called Wi-Fi Analyzer. Hi Ralph Winter. Yeah, so I'm not using the Wi-Fi for this. Yeah, so it's just a live stream. It's still 8:30, and just to sort of get back into it really because I need to start doing these again. So I've done a few videos this week, and just wait till you get 5G in Blackpool. Yeah, and my network provider doesn't even do 5G for my phone, so it looks like I'll have to change connection. We do have 5G in Blackpool, but it's only provided by is it Vodafone? Online upload, download checkers available. Yeah, so there you go. Bit of a problem, but we're back. So who else saw me before and then didn't see me? Hello from Wolverhampton. Enjoying your channels. Thanks to Colin, 1959 UK. Les Oxley, Les Oxley, hi. Yeah, so I've got some questions as well because the original live stream, not this one, but the one before, I put a picture on of the James Webb Space Telescope. Did anybody see the James Webb Space Telescope go up? Or if you didn't see it launch, have you seen any of it on the news or anything like that? Because I wanted to talk a little bit about the James Webb Space Telescope. Because it's been so long. I think it's been, the launch has been delayed. Hi Maria. The launch has been delayed for at least a couple of years. You're not late to the party, Maria. In fact, the first one didn't even work. The first live stream didn't even work, so I don't know what happened to it. So I'm here now. Anyway, When mentioned star in northeast, what's that? In northeast, more visible in summer as bright and lovely sky. Have said it's a satellite. When I mention star in northeast, it's more visible in summer. The brightest stars in the sky that we can normally see, usually all year round, are Capella. Is quite bright. That's towards the northeast at the moment, or the east, should I say. Vega is a bright star towards the western sky at the moment. And the other sky is Arcturus. Those three stars are very, very bright, and they're kind of on their own as well. So they're all kind of bright stars on their own. Capella, Vega, and Arcturus. If you want to find Arcturus, you know the plough, the handle of the plough. The handle of the plough arcs to Arcturus. So follow the handle of the plough. Follow it right. Follow that handle. Follow the handle as it comes off the plough. So if you have like say you have the plough there, I can't describe it. This is the handle of the plough, and this is the end of the handle. If you follow that bend all the way around, you get to Arcturus, a very, very bright star. You cannot miss it. And that's how you find Arcturus. It's one of the brightest stars in the whole sky, and it tends to spin around the sky. So you see it in different parts of the sky all year round. So just wondered whether that might be the star. High Pike on a track. That space telescope is massive and a waste of money. It's obscene and disgusting, says Farang Travels. Wonder how much it cost altogether. Now, I've got a bit of a quiz about the telescope. So it's a James Webb Space Telescope, and it's not a replacement for the Hubble, because I'm sure you've all heard of the Hubble and you've all seen the pictures, the amazing pictures from the Hubble Space Telescope. We've all heard of it, haven't we? This one's a bit different. This one's not going to be doing fancy pictures. Well, I think it can do fancy pictures, but not in the same way that the Hubble can. So who wants a bit of a quiz? It's all in my head, by the way, on the James Webb Space Telescope. Because I've got some... hit the thumbs up button. It's free, says Midland Girl. Thanks. Farang Travels is not a fan of the Space Telescope. Right. Yeah. Did anyone see my video from last week where I was battling the wind? I was with Frank on Blackpool Promenade, and we were trying to spot Mercury. And we were actually trying to spot Mercury more than anything, because Mercury at the moment you're able to see it just before sunset. But as I make this video now, we might be too late. It might actually have moved round the other side, so it might be difficult to find. 10 billion, says Ralph Winter. Have you seen Comet Land? No, I haven't bothered looking for it, to be honest. I might get a chance to look for it this week. It's going to be clear on Tuesday, Wednesday. We'll see. I might be able to get some astro in this week. Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday are not looking too bad, so we'll see. I might have a chance to see it. Well, I don't know if I'll be able to see it. It's not that bright, that comet, is it? You know, you do need to have binoculars or something like that. Wendy saw my video. So, yeah, so there you go. I've got a quiz on the James Webb Space Telescope. And the first question I'm going to ask is quite a difficult one. So, can anybody tell me? I was in Florida, July 1999. I was looking to see the shuttle launch. It was going up to fix them. It might have been Hubble, but it's a while ago. Yeah, it could have been Shiny Chariot detailing, yeah. So here's question 1 on the James Webb Space Telescope. What's the name of the orbit in which the James Webb Space Telescope has got to? It's not really a name, it's more of a code. Where has the James Webb Space Telescope, or where is it going to, because it's still on its way? Where is the James Webb Space Telescope going to? What is the name of the orbit that it's going to? It's not the same orbit as Hubble, so I'll just give you a clue. It's not the same orbit as Hubble. The James Webb Space Telescope is going to a special orbit. Oh, the answers are coming in. Oh, good. Yeah, good answers. Midlands Girl was in first. Midlands Girl got it first, and then is it Cheridinian? The Moonage Daydream has passed. Yeah, you both came up with Lagrange 2. So if anyone says L2 or Lagrange 2, you are right, because that's where the James Webb Space Telescope is going to. And I'll tell you why. You know the Hubble Space Telescope? The Hubble Space Telescope is in a low Earth orbit, or an LEO. So it's literally just 400 miles above the surface of the Earth. It's very, very close to the Earth. In fact, you can see the Hubble Space Telescope if it crosses the moon or crosses the sun. You can get a picture of it. It's that close. It's not very far away at all. But the James Webb Space Telescope is very different. It has to photograph in infrared, which means its instruments have to be really cool, and it has to be far away from the glare of Earth as well. And so what they have to do is they have to send it way, way out into orbit to L2. And L2 is one of 5 Lagrange points, named after a French guy that discovered these places in the solar system around the Earth and the Moon and the Sun, where there's like a balancing, where you can like get a sort of gravity balance, There's 5 Lagrange points. There's one on the other side of the Moon and the Sun, which is where the James Webb Space Telescope has gone to, L2. L1 is on the far side of the Sun, so you have to go way out to the other side of the Sun. L3 and 4 are within the Earth's orbit. So if you imagine the Earth going around the Sun, L2 and L4 are actually either side of the Earth's orbit, some distance away. So L2 and L4 follow the Earth around, or in front of the Earth as it goes around the Sun. And L5, where's L5? Can't remember where L5 was. So L1 and L2, those two there. I seem to be forgetting about the other one. So maybe L5 is the one that's way out on the other side of the Sun, and the one that's on the inside of the Sun is actually L1. So I'm probably getting a bit mixed up, but you can look it up anyway. But the James Webb Space Telescope has gone to L2. So there you go. Where's L2? Farang Travels. Yeah, L2 is actually the other side of the Moon. It's kind of in the direction away from the Sun, should I say. The Moon can go around the Earth, can't it? But it's in the direction away from the Sun until it gets to a point where it kind of balances between the Earth, the Moon and the Sun. And then it does like a little orbit once it's there. It doesn't just go there and sit there. It does like a little spinny orbit as it gets there. So there you go. Good video, Stephen, Anthony and Fran. Now, I am sort of thinking of these questions in my head. Now, I did have another question. Does anybody know roughly how far away the orbit is where it's gone? Can anybody give me an idea how far away the orbit is, L2, where the James Webb Space Telescope has gone to? I will say that the Hubble is only about 400 miles away. So see if you can kind of work it from there. Like I said, the Hubble is very close. We've got 41 people watching. Hit the like button. So the Hubble Space Telescope is about 400 miles away. The Moon is about 250,000 on average. It kind of changes a bit, but on average it's about 250,000. L5 and L4 form equilateral triangles with the base. With the base being the line being drawn between the Earth and the Sun. Yeah, I wasn't sure about that, but it probably would be easier just to look at it on a chart. But they're all balancing points where gravity kind of evens out. Twice distance of the Moon, Frank says. Yeah, it's a bit further than that. It's actually going to around about 1 million miles away. Yeah. 1 million miles. Scott Manley did a great video on Lagrange points recently. I'll have to have a look at that. Yeah. So I have looked them up, but they are a little bit. They're hard to remember, I think, Lagrange points. But L1 and L2, they're basically either side of the Earth, either towards the Sun or away from the Sun. L3 and 4 are in the orbit. L5 is way over the other side of the Sun. Video is pin sharp now, says Andrew Martin. Yeah, so it's going to 1 million miles away. 1 million miles, the James Webb Space Telescope is going to 1 million miles away, yeah. So there you go. Now then, here's another question. Can anybody name the rocket that took the James Webb Space Telescope up? What's the name of the rocket? Have you seen Don't Look Up? I've not seen it yet, you know. I need to go and... Someone says, I need to see that. So I'd better get watching it, hadn't I? Don't Look Up. I have to watch Don't Look Up. Charity 9 has got it, yeah, yeah. 93.2 million miles, says Google. Yeah. Just wondering if you've seen or read anything about with Graham Hancock. Who's Graham Hancock? I think I seem to know the name. Is he a scientist or something? Is he something to do with aliens or something? I think I saw him on... Oh, I tell you where I saw him. I saw him on Joe Rogan a long time ago. I'm sure I did. That was a few years ago, and it was with someone else. Yeah. Something to... Ariane 5, Midlands girl. Well done. Yeah, a French rocket, Ariane 5. What's the name of the place where the rocket set off from? Does anyone know the name of the place where the Ariane rocket took James Webb Space Telescope into space? Can anybody name the place where it took off? Good film, Don't Look Up, says Blue Moon FC. Frank in Blackpool says Earth. You don't get any points for saying Earth. Just wondering if you've seen it. Yeah, Mackie 92. Midlands girls got it. Farang Travels got it. Yeah, yeah. French Guyana Space Centre. Yeah, he was with Randall Carlson. Yeah, I actually saw it, but it was a long... Well, they are long, aren't they? They're really, really long, those long form, aren't they? But I can't remember really what it was about. I'll have to look at it again, but I thought it was really interesting, that guy, though. Yeah, so I'll have to look him up, won't I, and see. Anyway, I've got one more question. Yeah, these are all in my head, by the way. I've not wrote them down. It's a James Webb Space Telescope question. And the next question, I will do a UFO video. I'm going to do one on my other channel, but maybe I should do one on this channel as well. Or maybe I should put the same video on this channel. Graham Hancock is a crank, says Chera Danine. Sorry, I can't say your name right. Is that right? Chera Danine. Astrology and ancient cultures. So, last question on the James Webb Space Telescope is... Oh, what was it going to be now? I can't remember the question now. So it took off from French Guyana, which is kind of on the north coast of South Africa, isn't it? No, South America, I mean. Can anybody tell me the reason why they chose that location? Why that location is important for sending rockets? Anybody? Frank Travels says alien. Yeah, I might do an alien video on this. What do you think? I'm going to do one on my other channel, so we'll see, shall we? I'll do an alien, a UFO special, I think, in Blackpool. So, is there any particular reason why it might have, from that part of the world? You know, it launches from. It's kind of like a mid-tropical region, isn't it? Because it's where Ariane launches from. Yeah. NASA is broke, so cheapest way to get into space with least fuel, says Frank. Well, yes, actually, Frank's got it. It's because, you know, when the Earth goes round, yeah, when it spins round, it spins faster, closer to the equator, and that's why they have, you know, the Space Centre in Florida, the Space Centre there was chosen because it's low down, its latitude is low. It's around about 25 degrees or something like that. And that's the reason why they have these launch pads low down. Maria says she'd love a UFO video. Yeah, well, I'll see if I can sort out a UFO video for you. It'll probably be kind of funny, you know. It won't be serious. It'll be a little bit kind of tongue-in-cheek, I think. But I think it'd be a fun video to do. And I think if I do a UFO video from Blackpool, I think it might attract quite a lot of people. So we'll see. We'll see what I can do. That only applies, though, when launching into a sun-synchronous orbit, says Cherendinine. Yeah, well, maybe they didn't need it for the Webb Telescope, but they will be launching satellites and stuff from there. They'll be launching stuff from there all the time that need to go into like they they need to go into a certain orbit that part of the world, with the way that the Earth turns, it just helps to launch. So if you intend to launch into a polar orbit, then you can launch from anywhere. Says, sorry, I can't say that name, Cheridine. Yeah, I'll have to look into that a bit more. But yeah, that's the reason why they have the lower latitudes, because it's easier to launch, and it's just it takes less fuel and that sort of thing, depending on what you're sending up as well. Blue Moon says he wants a UFO video. Anthony Goodwin, aliens in Blackpool. Yeah, that'd be good, wouldn't it? Should launch Ariane in Blackpool. Hey, we are getting some spaceports here, aren't we? We've got one in Scotland. A spaceport in Scotland. I think we've got one on the south coast as well, a spaceport. So we are getting... Can anybody give me a time check, by the way? Because I'm only supposed to be on till 8:30. And yeah, so there you go. So if anyone could give us a time, there's a lot of aliens in Blackpool, yeah. 20, yeah, so it's just past 8:30, says Frank. 2032, yeah, I'm going to have to go off now. So thanks, Moonage Daydream. Thanks for that. So yeah, a bit of a cock up, this video. I couldn't help it. The first one didn't really go to plan. And the second one, well, we're okay now, aren't we? I missed the start as I was watching before Blackpool Awakes, Your Passion and Starman. So, thanks, Eric Roberts. Neil Blanket said, when will there be a next eclipse? I'm not sure. Peter Johnson, thanks. Frank in Blackpool, night everybody. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'm going to end it here. 7:30 AM, says Mackie. 76. And hopefully I will be back next week at 8 PM for a proper hour-long live stream where I'll be talking about what you can see in the night sky, things to look out for, and maybe just recap on some of the videos I've been doing as well. So yeah, so there you go. Thanks for tuning in, and sorry about that cock up on the first one. If you watch the first video, you'll notice that it doesn't really go to plan and it all freezes up, so I had to start again with a different connection. So thanks everyone for joining in. 34 people watching. That was pretty good, wasn't it? Wasn't too bad, was it really? So we got going in the end, didn't we? Can I do a middle walk video soon? Says Middle and Girl. Yes. Everyone's asking me to do a middle walk. I will do, yeah. I'm away to watch your live stream now. Thanks, Steve. Thanks, Moody. Thanks, Maria. I'll try to be on time next week. Mackie and Blue Moon. Thanks everyone for watching. I will leave you, and I will see you again from here, hopefully, next week at 8 PM. Bye now.